I'm Maggie Richardson, and I'm a rising junior. And I came to know Jesus. Well, really, I was born here and raised in Westover, like I've been here my whole life. Um, and I came to know Christ. I became a believer when I was around four, 4 or 5. Um, and I just remember praying with my mom, and it was really sweet. And that was pretty much it. I don't remember a whole lot about what my life was like before without Christ, because I was brought up in the church, and honestly there wasn't a whole lot of difference. The biggest change I felt in my faith was when my brother was born. I was 9. For a long time it had just been me and my sister, and we not really gotten along very well, but for the first time when my brother was born, I started really opening up to the idea of God's love and just loving people like Christ loved them. And the idea that I wanted to love my siblings and be a good older sister and just have wonderful relationships with them was the first thing that God did to draw me closer to Him. And then throughout middle school, my faith started to really become my own, and it was not my parents' faith anymore, it was mine, and I really believed. I believed in salvation and Christ's resurrection, and when time came to go to Mars Hill, I didn't get baptized because I thought basically that I wanted my family to be there, and I really didn't realize that just because I was at Mars Hill didn't mean my parents couldn't be there. So when we actually were on the trip and people started getting baptized, I was kind of sad, because I was like, oh, this is really cool, and I kind of wish I'd signed up for it ahead of time. But I didn't, and I just decided, okay, well, I'll get baptized at home, which of course, I got in high school and it never happened. It was one of those things that I just never got around to. And I didn't go on Project Serve my freshman year, but when I went back around Thanksgiving of my sophomore year, I went to Kenya on a mission trip to the Rift Valley Academy with Westover, and it was a special trip because I got to go with my mom and with the team, and it made me remember what it was like to be at Mars Hill and just that desire to be baptized. And really, that was when I decided that I definitely wanted to be baptized at Project Serve this year. I've always been taught here at Westover that baptism is an outward profession of your faith. And in high school, I feel like I'm homeschooled, but I'm still, very social, and I have sports that I'm playing all the time. And so, your faith is something that you try to live out, and we always talk about that, not just being a Christian in church, but living it out in the rest of your life. And I feel like getting baptized is part of that. It helps. It's like an affirmation of, yes, this is what I believe, and this is why I believe it, and it's part of me.